Hey again, SuperVaporBros here. We're going to do a review of the Ruyandirect.
Yeah, Ruyandirect. It says, I think Health Cabin carries the exact same one. It's from China. It's a pass-through.
USB 801 pass-through. First off, this is not my pass-through. This is Andy's pass-through. So I haven't had too much experience with it, but he's got some stories to tell you, so just listen to him, and I'll just sit over here and vape.
Yeah. Alright, so I really want to pass through because obviously it's a pass through, they're great. I sit at a computer all day. Like I said, I'm a computer nerd. That's what I do. So I was like, sweet, yeah, awesome. It was $9 from Ruyandirect. And so obviously, I mean, you get what you pay for to a certain extent. I really liked it for about 3 minutes. After about 3 minutes, I realized that the button didn't always work. It just, like, I pushed down and it would click and then it wouldn't turn on. So I thought maybe I was doing something wrong, but I learned later that it was just inconsistent. So frankly, inconsistent.
You're doing it wrong, noob.
I know. It's just inconsistent, and then the button fell off like within an hour of me starting. So there's no button. So I put it back in. It was just a little rubber button, like with the 2 little fins to hold it in the case. So I put it back in, and it worked fine for a while. And it fell out maybe 2 more times. I just kept putting it back in. Until one day I pull it out of my pocket at work, and I went to push the button, and realized that apparently the button fell out of my pocket, and then immediately spontaneously combusted or jumped to the closest hiding place where it could evade me for the rest of eternity because I cannot find it. And so now he's using a pen, because I mean the circuit board button's still in there, so you just gotta get something to poke in at it. So yeah, button not so good. As far as actual vapor, it does well. Like when it's on, it produces a lot of vapor, and you get a fantastic throat hit.
I would say it's real comparable to the actual batteries from the 801. I mean, the vapor production's about the same in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the throat hit's there.
Yeah, it's just maybe a touch hotter, but that's about it. The other thing, there's a big problem with it though, is it's inconsistent. So like it'll be going great for like 2 seconds, and like, you know, I like to go for like a 6-second drag sometimes, and it'll just cut out. So like I think I'm going, and then I stop, and I get like nothing. And then other times, and this is what was like the real problem for me, is other times it would go on, and I'd let go of the button, the LED would go off, so I'd pull it away, blow the vapor out, and then I'd set it down. And then one time I heard like a sizzling after I set it down. So I looked down, I grabbed it, and the thing was really, really hot. Well, it didn't turn off. The LED went off, but the actual device didn't turn off. So I just ripped it out of my computer as fast as I could, and then unscrewed it and like set all the parts like away from each other so they could cool down and think about their thoughts. And I was afraid I was going to kill my Addy because I got it like the day before. And so I don't know, that happened regularly. Like pretty much every time I use it now, if I ever do use it, I have to check to make sure that it's really, really not on anymore, even though the LED is not on. So like, I was on my girlfriend's laptop, and every time I would stop to taking a hit, it would stay on, so I'd have to literally unplug it, plug it back in, and then it like So we really should invest in a larger memory card for our camera. But anyway, I don't remember where I was, but Matt's gonna edit the rest of that first chunk we had. Yeah, so the battery, like it doesn't turn off. The pass-through doesn't turn off ever, and it's just a problem. Like every time you pull it out, it has to go through its cutoff phase again. It starts blinking orange, and then you just wait. It's whatever. And I don't know. So I mean, all in all, like, it's good as a concept. Like the idea is fantastic, and I'm sure that mine was probably a fluke, but the build quality is just not quite what I think it should be, I guess. So I don't know. I have a pure smoker pass-through coming in soon. I thought today, maybe hopefully tomorrow, I hope, and that should treat me well. I don't know. That thing looks like it's bulletproof. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. Those are my feelings on the pass-through. So buy at your own risk, I guess. Maybe other people have had better experience. If you have, please comment. Tell me tell us. We'd like to know that, but right now it just didn't seem very good. Anyway, that's my rant. So vape on.